Welcome, welcome. This is Dan Sifuentes. One of the topics, very important topics that I would like to discuss with you all here is something that I'm sure you have heard. Willpower. Okay, most of us is like, oh yeah, I have willpower. I can get big, I can get strong. I can climb a mountain. I just need willpower. Okay, I'll give you that. However, one of the things that we have seen people fail is because they only rely on willpower. Yes, okay, going back to that mountain. We can see it, it's 10,000 feet going up, and we start, yes, I have the power, I'm strong. Then we start climbing, going up, and it's like, okay, it's getting tired. My back hurts a little bit. You might think, it's like, well, no, I can do it. And then you go another 1,000 feet. So that's 3,000 feet. Okay, willpower, it goes there. What happens? You only get 1/3 of your goal. So that is not saying that you do not have that willpower. Because you do. We all do. We have the desire. We get up. A lot of times we call it faith. Perfect. Faith takes us to that level. But techniques and tools is what's going to help us. This, to me, is a formula that you will see that if you follow it, you will be much better. So instead of going to 1/3, you will actually reach the 10,000 peak. That is the things that I really want for you guys to take from here. And that's what I said, willpower plus tools plus techniques equals success. Maybe there might be 1% of people that would have, they're just so smart or so achievable or many things that they'll be able to achieve anything with willpower. Okay, but unfortunately, all of us that were sitting here, the 99%, we need more than just the willpower. We need the tools and techniques. And again, if we have those three things, willpower, technique, and tools, I believe that would give us a lot more chances of success. Okay. One of the things that we think is like, or we think, okay, I'm going to study. I have an exam tomorrow, like if we're in school, I have an exam tomorrow, or I have a lot of homework to do. So my willpower is like, okay, I'm going to come from work or from school, whatever. I sit down in the living room and says, okay, my willpower is going to take me, and it's going to help me to take that test, to do very well in that exam or whatever we need to do for tomorrow. Fair enough. But we have, and now in today's area, we have what? The TVs are getting bigger. Now the 70, 80-inch, I'm sure some of you guys have the 80-inch TV in every single room. And the price for that even went down. They're like $200 for a 50-inch TV. So then we set up ourselves in a way for probably failure, because we come home or we're going to study and we sit in our living room, and what do we see right there? Big 80-inch TV. Okay, then we go to the kitchen. Oh, we have a little TV there. So how we ourselves are setting ourselves for failure in order to say, well, tomorrow we can be able to, I'm going to study today for my exam tomorrow. But I come here, like I said before, there is the big TV. I go to the kitchen for a snack, there's another TV. There's even TVs in the bathrooms. Yes, they even have a nice little, iPad setting or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to touch too much of that. But again, if you have your den or somewhere, you have even, there's the man cave. You don't have now only one TV. You have 3, you have 6, you have 10, and all displayed like that. And then you have ESPN in one, and you have the news in another one, and then you have ESPN2 in another one, and then you have, right now, the NCAA, and then women's basketball, and men's soccer, or whatever it is. How can we study for our test tomorrow when we are setting ourselves for failure. However, we said what? Willpower. Willpower will be able to, I'm strong, I can be able to study very hard and be able to pass that. But the willpower only takes us so much. That's what I believe. Tools, yes. Techniques, this is what I really want for you guys to understand. I want to make that across for your understanding. The willpower by itself, we're just gonna set ourselves for failure, okay? Another thing, we have that exam. Let's go back to exam. Or we have a job interview. Or we have a presentation for our managers. Or we have something very important. But we have electronics in bed. Okay, we're laying down. And what? Okay, we just, it's 9 o'clock, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. I'm just looking at my Facebook. Okay, I'm going to put it away. Then you put it away, and then you're thinking that you're sleeping, and beep. What the heck? Oh, I need to check my Facebook because someone is pinging me or they're texting me or something. And of course, it's extremely important. So we go and check. Oh, no, I'm not going to check because I really have this important thing tomorrow. But no, you're not. You can't sleep until you check. Then you check. It's like, it was somebody saying about something non-important. Okay, I'll put it away. I go back to sleep. And then beep, 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 and beep, beep. And then you get announcements from Facebook about, hey, do you want to be my friend? Or this, that. So in that sense, we are setting ourselves for failure. Once again, willpower. I'm going to get up in the morning. But what you need to do is the tools and techniques. For instance, so that's one of the things that I was saying. A lot of times, what I try to do, even we see in this picture where little kids are just like even in bed, and they, oh no, I'm not starting that. I am not looking at my phone. They are doing that. Okay. Most of us, what I said, well, I use my cell phone as an alarm. Okay, some of you guys in the audience might think it's like, when I was younger, I never had a phone. I never used that as my wake-up time or whatever as my clock. What do we use? Yeah, a normal clock, a clock alarm. It didn't even plug. It just used a little battery and that. And it sounded horrible, but it woke us up. Nowadays, for instance, we have a job interview tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, this is so important. I have this job and all this stuff. Or a presentation. And then we put our alarm. And then, because what? We were reading in bed the night before. We were looking at Facebook, or we were looking at videos, some funny videos, which is not bad, but it's taking a lot of times. Those are the willpower. I'm going to do this. I have my job interview, but the tools and techniques, what would it be? I will move that clock, and that's what I put a little bathroom there in that illustration. I would have my alarm all the way to the bathroom. And believe me, when you have an alarm at 3:45 in the morning, when I normally get up, it's beeping. I will get up within 1 second. I'm already over there and turning off because it echoes. Okay, that is what we need to do. So instead of, like I was saying, a lot of us will rely on our cell phones to wake us up, to remind us this and tomorrow. What about paper? Going back, willpower. Yeah, my willpower is this, and this is my goal. But the technique, a lot of times is like, oh, I can't do this because I don't have my electronics. There is no power. What about a simple paper, a piece of paper and a pen? Does that not work? So going back, those are the techniques, tools that we need to use. Not just thinking that my cell phone is my life. Some of us think that, and okay, I'll give it to you guys. However, there's other tools to do this. So going back to I have the job interview tomorrow, and it's very important. Let me tell you what I have done. If it is that important to me, I will tell my mom, Mom, can you please, if you are around 5 a.m. up, please call me. And just call me and remind me that I have this. Then I tell my spouse, it says, hey, if by any chance I'm not up at this time, please throw water on me. Because to me, it's so critical that I can get up. So then, what am I doing? My willpower is that I have to get up and go to that job interview or that presentation. But the tools is to say, I'm going to use my mom. I'm going to use even the neighbor says, hey, I know that you leave very early in the morning. Do you mind? Here, there is $5. Can you come and just knock? Because to me, it's incredible. It's so important that I get up and I be up so I can be on time to that job interview or that presentation or that exam, whatever it is. So those are the tools, the techniques that I use for that, because to me was incredible. Again, I use my mom, I use my spouse, I use my friends, I use my neighbors, I use everything, because to me it was incredibly important to do that. I'm not going to rely on a cell phone, on an iPhone to say, wake me up, because if I'm so tired the next day that I'm just going to say buzz and that's it. Or the other excuse, a lot of times we use, oh, the dog ate my homework. You can't use it. Actually, some people have said that they said, my dog ate my iPhone, whatever. What I'm trying to say is that we need to use, if we really want that, I will do whatever techniques and tools to use to do that, because that to me is very important. So, okay, social aspects. Okay, I was illustrating that. I'm shy. Okay, I'm very shy. I want to start dating either a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like that. But I am shy, and I just don't like asking people. I don't like the rejection. I'm not a very social person. Okay, fair enough. A lot of us are we just prefer to be by ourselves. However, again, the willpower is like, okay, I'm going to go and go to the party and go and knock and see the person and says, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I would like to ask you out. Yes, you might think that. Okay, but then that is my willpower. What did I say about that mountain? Our willpower only get us 1/3 at the most, maybe. However, if we have techniques, tools, that is going to get us there and says, hey, hi, my name is Sifuentes. What is your name? If we use the techniques and tools before to ask. So what would it be? Preparation? Of course it is. Even like thinking about a specific topic. Okay, I know what the party is. I'm 15 years old. What is the setting that's going to be? It's going to be a lot of girls there and a lot of boys, and they're going to talk dumb things. So then I'm going to be ahead of time to say, I'm going to prepare my tools and my techniques, right? So then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to learn. I'm going to talk about this, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to go to plan B, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to have C and D. If that doesn't work, fine, you can give up and come home and just watch Netflix. But at least you did have willpower, and you use your techniques and tools. For instance, you're a little bit older. News is something that we are discussing more amongst, a little bit older people. So if you feel like you go to a social environment and it's very like, I just don't like talking to people, I don't know what to talk, hey, check the news. Okay, I have 5 minutes to go to this event, a social event. Okay, I'll check, okay, this happened, and there was something in government, people, and I suggest government and religious, probably not the best topic to talk, either at work or family or something like that. Well, you get the next. Sports, well, that might be to some people. But I'm getting ready to say, hey, if I go there, I'm going to be able to talk about the sports, about LeBron James, or about somebody's injury, and I'll be able to talk about that. Or a little bit more about art. Maybe there was some discovery. Okay, I go to the social event. I am ready. So one, the willpower is to get me there. Second, what is my technique? Okay, I'm going to be able to do this, this, or this. And my tools is that I already got news and things like that. That, I assure you, that if you do that, your success will be, if not 100, it will be very close. But willpower by itself is not going to get us too much there, if that makes sense. Okay, like I was even pretty there. Okay, I'm very shy to ask a girl out. Who can I practice? I can practice with my neighbor. I can ask my sister, hey, can you just, here, I'll give you $2 if you just don't laugh, because I know you're going to be laughing. Yeah, everyone in the audience thinks that. So I'm going to say, please, can you just act like if you never know me, and I'm going to introduce myself to you. So that, again, is repetition. It is the willpower that I'm going to try, and the technique or tool is to get to know that person, or my sister in this case. So then I talk to her that way. When you go to the event, you at least our semi-notion, or you know what you're doing. It would be a different phase. Hopefully you don't have to ask your sister for the prom or wherever, but at least you'll be able to know how to do it because you did practice, and you'll be able to be more success. And these are a couple pictures that I was just sharing. The people just sometimes were very awkward to us in a social environment, and I don't know. Okay, with that said, my message is to ensure that you guys can see that willpower is very important. It's the key. It's like faith. But faith without action, like some of the scriptures says something like that, it is the same thing. Willpower by itself does not get you that much. But willpower plus tools, plus techniques, it will help you for sure achieve a lot more. I promise you will not stop at 1/3. Hopefully you got you to 2/3 or even to the whole, which is the number 1 or the 10,000 mountain that I described. Thank you very much.